Okay guys, doing an update. Got a guard, see it there? Schedule 80 PVC, hooray! And I feel a little safer in here. And there's the Variac tonight. And I got a problem inside my terminals. It's lightning bolts underneath. So it no longer does what I need it to do. My terminals are too close together for 700, 800 volts, you know what I'm saying? And I got the wires sort of sitting around each other, and these magnet wire builds, they have single build, they have double build and triple build for high voltage, and I didn't think of that. I didn't know this was going to be 800 volts. Come on. So anyways, here's what I did. You see my clutch? Can you see it? It's a rattly to start out with, and I'm going to show you the amp draw here in a second on that. But before I do, I'm going to show you the type of clutch. It's right here. See it? Can you? I don't know if you can see it in this light. I think you can. Yeah, you can see it, I guess. Move this light back. I'm out in the dark outside, and I got this shiny washer. This thing here is the bottom of it. And see if we can get our light better. Okay, let me go from this way. Alright, now this is a chainsaw clutch, and this is the old motor. It blew up, guys. So if you're thinking of using a dishwasher motor, keep in mind they don't have much huevos. And this right here is the bearing, and it wants to sit up this way. It wants to sit up this way. Normally speaking, a dishwasher motor wants to sit like this, and this bearing here doesn't have much holding it, so I put some epoxy in there on this second one. I've got better motors, but I guess you could say I'm stubborn. I still did another one, the same kind. It turned out to be a different shaft, a little bit different, about the same size and all, but a little different thread. I was surprised that it was that much different for the same motor. Okay, so alterations, learning, all this learning, right? Here's a clutch. You guys know what a clutch is, right? It goes together like this, and it sits on that plate, and then your bell goes over it like that. That's a clutch. Now, if you have this spring on it, that's not going to work. That spring goes around there. That's not going to work for you. That's too tough. For chainsaws, they need it. But for a light motor, it won't even grab. It'll just sit there and go around. So you got to put a lighter spring on it, or you have to take it on and off a million times to get the right spring. Or you can do what I did, and that is I ground this shoe that goes in here. I ground it out so that there's only like one little tab right here in the middle. All the rest of this I ate away. So only a 1/4 inch on each one grabs, and so that's it. I was going to use one of these maybe. That's too big. That's off a washer. Or I could use nah, I like these little ones for that. So I like to play, you know, we're talking hours, but and then shimming and all that good stuff. Here's my shims. This is stainless steel, and I mean hard stainless steel from golf clubs, and you'll see they have the different steps to it. And I had a lot of shimming and stuff. Pipe inside of a pipe works good. Split the side and get it all just right. I got lots of them. But now we're going to go inside, and I'm going to fire it up for you, and you can kind of get the idea on the amp draw. And let's go. Okay. And now we're back inside, and I have to plug it in with one hand. And there. Now, it's on 80 volts on the Variac. And here is the motor, right? And here is the amp gauge. See if you can see that amp gauge. Too much light almost in here today. Let's see if we can get these cords out of the way. Well, what you're about to see and hear is the rattly. It's a little rattly because, you know, I've modified it to just no spring and the clutches just sort of rattle around. And here's the motor. I'm going to plug it in. You ready? And I'll show you the amp draw. That's what I want to show you. See the amp draw? 2.9. 2. Now that's where it's rated for, 2.7, so that's not so bad. Here it's just starting to speed up, and the rattle is gone at about maybe 800 RPMs. So that's how you save your motor, right there. It's coming up to speed, but it's staying on the designed amp draw. You got to keep it where it's designed, or you're going to fry that motor. There it goes, picking up more speed. Hear it? Now it's dropping in amps. That's what you got to do. And there's my Schedule 80. Look at how thick that stuff is. Still bullets can go in a circle and get you though. I got to close it in. I just don't feel comfortable. And it's still got, my table here, my bolts, where my table is, I still got it's a little bit rattly. I still got to adjust them up and down. 2.2, now I'll go down to 175 when I'm ready. But I'm just showing you guys this now.